runners fired away. Not a bad beginning, this one. Gemstone Creek's right there to the inside. Sail to Paradise, just ridden that for a stride or two to hold position. Orange Silks have exclusively moves around with Kuda. Raider Bavaria's in the leading vicinity. Harry Pepper, the white blinkers, looking to slot in about 2.5 lengths off them. Trip Kings is further back in the running. As they settle down, Sail to Paradise 6-7 lengths off them. Slot ins further back in the running. Apple Pie's on the outside of runners 2-3 lengths ahead of Sail to Paradise and Slot in. On settling down and coming down towards the final 700 metres, Raider Bavaria by 1.5 lengths. Kuda's on the inside. Ravishing Diamonds wider out on the turf. Apple Pie looks to get a little bit closer. Trip Kings between runners. Harry Pepper, Teppanyaki. Bull's got about 7-8 lengths to make up. At this point in time, Sail to Paradise got a mountain to climb with 9 lengths to make up. Slot into the outside. Apple Pie now looms up at the 300-metre marker. Trip Kings is right there alongside. Raider Bavaria, 200 to go. Apple Pie, that's the horse to beat. And Apple Pie raced away from them. Apple Pie, tonight's his big payday. Apple Pie, 3 lengths clear. Harry Pepper's looking for the stable exacta with Bull up the outside. Then came Trip Kings and Teppanyaki in a photo. Well, with the scratching of number 12, Sylvan Jet, Apple Pie, this was his night tonight. The son of Miesque's approval. That last run, the 1600, just a touch too far for him. Back to the 1300 at Greyville, suited him dead right. And Donovan Dillon, he rode a peach of a race on this individual. He knows him well, one of the strongest horses around. And Apple Pie delivers for Messrs. Rapp and Douglas Campbell in a one-horse race. Harry Pepper looking for the stable exactas second. Bull runs out of his skin in third, and then it's Photos in behind that. Trip Kings possibly with Teppanyaki as they hit the line. Well, Trip Kings, Teppanyaki, and Slot-ins behind these. As for Sail to Paradise, was always off the gallop and came under early pressure. 300 to go and all eyes on Apple Pie. He cruised up to them, just a matter of going through with the effort, and tonight he will deliver that promise, Apple Pie, and he goes away from the opposition. Harry Pepper's running a good race for the exactors. Bull's running on late. Trip Kings, Teppanyaki all fighting out the minor positions, but number 2, Apple Pie, a convincing winner at his 12th attempt. Back to the studio.
Apple Pie's come through to win the running of race number 2 here at Greyville over 1,300 metres. I'm standing with Doug Campbell, the conditioner. Doug, I must say, I was saying to Dees earlier, you really turn your horses out well. And Apple Pie, its 12th attempt at the maidens, come through, and it's annihilated them today.
Yeah, thank goodness, because he's let us down a few times and cost the public quite a bit of money. But I'm really pleased for Albert Rapp, my partner. He's been a partner with me for a long time in horses. And Albert, well done. I know he's up in Joburg. We bred this horse together, and he's given us a lot of fun. And a big thank you to my wife. She always makes sure the horses have turned out well.
And it's always nice to own a winner, but when you own and breed it, what's the feeling like?
It's fantastic. If it's just a maiden plate, it's a lovely reward. And I'm really pleased for Nick Yariva and the second horse, Harry Pepper. He lives in Johannesburg and bought this horse without me seeing him. Well done, Nick. Your horse ran a great race, drawn wide with MJ Bailiffelt up, and it was really great for them to run first and second.
Oh, both your runners were drawn wide, so I think before the race, I don't think you could have quite expected this finish.
I didn't. My big concern was the draw, but it just shows you can win from any draw here.
If you don't have a ticket, you can't win the raffle.
That's right. Absolutely. Thanks.
And then, Doug, you've got Kentucky Guest.
I think he's a big runner tonight. He loves his course, and I'll be very disappointed he doesn't finish in the first 3.
All right, great. Thanks for the feedback, Doug. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you very much.
Right there, we've heard it from the trainer and owner, Doug Campbell. He was speaking on behalf of Mr. Rapp, who's in Johannesburg. Congrats to the owner. We've got Donovan Dillon here with us. Donovan, you were drawn wide. It must have been quite difficult. Take us through the race. How did it map out?
Well, today I didn't want to bustle him up to get up there. We knew it was going to be a fast run race. There was quite a few horses with pace in the race. Let him come out nice and gently. He was 3 wide, but it wasn't a big thing because he switched off today. He settled beautifully today. And when he came into the straight, I asked him the question, and he went on by. At about the 300, he sort of pricked his ears, and I just gave him a reminder and showed him to stick to the line, and he went right through with it.
And you didn't look like getting beat. Was there any ever a point in the straight where you thought, obviously you said at the 300 you had to remind him, but you had that one in the bag?
Yeah, for sure. As he moved up like he did in the straight, I knew it was race over.
Maybe the 1600 for it last time was a tad too far?
Yeah, he was a bit too far for that horse.
And it's going to enjoy the Greyville race course, so there might be one or two more in the bag. You've got quite a full card this evening. Anything worth telling the patrons about?
Well, I've got a lot of decent rides tonight. Riding Amroth Bay in this next race. He enjoys Greyville. He's run 2 seconds here. And yeah, the rest of my rides are very good rides, and it would be a good card to follow.
All right, so throw into all exotics, trifectas, quartets.
Yeah. And I'd just like to say a very big thanks to Mr. Campbell for keeping me on this horse, and Mrs. Campbell, and also to Mr. Rapp. And very big thanks to Academy and Riding Masters for all the support.
Good ride, Donovan. Thanks.
Thank you.
There we've seen the running of race number 2. That's gone the way of number 2, Apple Pie. We heard it from Doug Campbell. He was the trainer. Donovan Dillon was the jockey. He said to watch out for a few more of his rides later on this evening. One that he did mention was Amroth Bay. Throw that in, include. That was number 2, Apple Pie, 3-year-old son of Miesk's approval, bred by Sugar Hill Stud. So well done to Doug and his partner. We'll see you back for race number 3.